It's a marvelous thing to be able to have your child go through a degree of testing where you feel that there is real solid methodology behind it that will help direct them towards a career that's really going to both make them happy and help them to be successful.
I looked at it as a session where there were 3 hours that basically told my son everything positive that he, about himself. And if he didn't score quite as well in an area, it wasn't a weakness, it just was a different form of positive in his life.
There were actually 2 parts that I thought were very useful. One was the feedback session with the counselor. He had the ability to connect really easily with my son, and as a result gained his confidence very quickly. And so the feedback that he provided to Brian really resonated with Brian, and he really took it to heart. The other part of the process that was very valuable was the career options that they presented to Brian were careers that we had never thought about, never had talked about. And as we were sitting there in the session, I thought, man, that sounds like a fun job. I wish I had known about that when I was in college.
If Christopher hadn't gone through this testing at Career Vision, I know we would be in for the 6 or 7 year plan. As a first semester freshman, he changed his major 3 times. And none of those career paths that he thought he was going to do are in line with what Career Vision has shown his aptitudes to be.
There were 10 or 12 different opportunities that there were 20 opportunities that they talked about, career choices. About 10 or 12 of them were career choices that Brian thought were really interesting.
Lots of talk, lots of time for feedback. If you have questions, they were really careful about going through the assessment. And on a very personal level, it wasn't really a formal setting. Christopher felt very comfortable, and so did I. I could ask the questions that I had about his testing since I wasn't there. High school counseling tends to be just, what courses are you taking? Are you college bound? Are you not?
The direction that she got at Career Vision was more sales, but in a marketing vein or an advertising vein, something that was really a little more strategically oriented, which I think will in fact keep her much more engaged over time. So that was just a tremendous help. I think that this is going to send her on a path that will really keep her going over time, not just for the next 5 years.
He was so excited when we left here. We happened to have a friend that's a city planner, and that same day he made a phone call to this friend, and within 2 days he was in to a city planning, talked with 4 city planners. Each had specific areas that they dealt with and had very different educational backgrounds. He got so much information from those people in that one day that I think it really was exciting for him. And he thought, yes, this is the career for me.
I spend $4,000 on an average for each of my children to have their teeth straightened, going, for the orthodontic process. If it cost $4,000, I don't think I would question this. I mean, to me, as a parent, you want to do what's best for your children and give them every opportunity you can. I don't know that you set a price on it, and to me the price was very, very incidental.
The value for what we got far surpassed what we expected when we came in.
When you think of it in terms of an extra year of college, or God forbid 2 extra years of college, it's a drop in the bucket, it's minor.
For my best friends, I tell them it's the best $600 I ever spent.